guys, so apparently a fallback of this hairstyle is the fact that it doesn't like to, anyways, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Goedemiddag, dames and heren. Yeah, I am heading home from the gym. I've recently swung by and got some drinks. I have coconut water and something in my pocket to wash that down. That's... Coconut water, at least to my biology and my tongue, is not the greatest of things. This just happens to be the easiest stuff to shoot down. I tried Vita Coco. It doesn't work. It's still nasty as hell, but then I believe that's Pepsi brand. Whatever. So, what am I here to talk about today? Well, okay. So, as is Thursday, I said yesterday, we are heading on to the Crusaders again. I believe this is the first time we're playing as a team, the second time. Yes. And so, that's fun. I'm itching to get back onto the field. So badly. In fact, sometimes my scar itches, literally. And I've thoroughly determined that last Thursday, Rogier had said, it's just a hobby, man. No need to stress out. And I'm thinking, like, I talked about this one at therapy, that it's not just a hobby for me. Like, a hobby to me is like taking your fishing pole out to a canal or a small lake, cracking open a couple beers and just sitting there for a couple hours and see what bites. Maybe pulling in a big fish, you know, taking a picture and then throwing it back in. That's a hobby. But when you buy a boat, you go out to the ocean, you trawl around, pull in about 50 fish so that you can put them in a deep freeze for dinner for the next like month. You know, you're not making any money off of it, you're actually spending a lot of money doing it, and if by taking a boat out to sea, you're putting yourself in pretty grave danger, by and large, depending on the time of year. And that for some things, people call it a passion project. This isn't just that. This has been going on 6 years. You know, 2020 will be my 6th calendar year. I started in January 2014. So January 2020 is numerically 6 years. So, let me open this coconut water real fast. I said real fast, and I did actually open it real fast, but then a whole crap ton of bicyclists come by. And they always look at me super funny while I'm vlogging. I mean, that's really on them. They should do normal. But, I think I just used a, anyways, bad form of that phrase. As I was saying, it's not really a passion project because those are temporary. This is a passion. This is a dream. This isn't just a hobby. I understand that it's sort of like a generalized term for something you do for fun. I get that. That is a hobby. But then again, there's a difference between what I do on Star Trek Online. There's a difference between what I do on World of Warcraft, even in between those two games. And there's a difference between what I do between those two things and what I do with football. Like, sure, I spend money on Star Trek Online. It's a free-to-play game. Yeah, well, hush. I spend money on World of Warcraft through a monthly subscription. And I have been known to buy things from the in-game store. Whatever. Let's see if I can choke this down real fast. Oh, for a dump, that's cold. Oh. Oh God, here it comes. Come on, smoothie. Come on, smoothie. I just need a little taste. I don't know what it is about this smoothie, but it literally just takes away all the flavor. So, as I was saying, football is more than a hobby. It's something that I can't really see myself living without. A hobby, I mean, there are different levels of hobby, and I'm not sure necessarily what he meant. But, you know, it was after practice. I really didn't want to strike up a deep conversation at the time. But it might just be my work ethic. It might be how Americans think of football. It might Could be any number of things. And many guys that I've seen that get injured sort of, they come around, they sort of stand on the side, they'll help out a little bit from time to time, if they show up at all, kind of thing. And I will, but I'm like going to the games, you know, going up to the sideline, standing right there at the edge with everyone else, screaming up a storm. Also, note, I am gonna start screaming up a storm from the sidelines, because if I can do it from the sidelines, I can do it on the field. When I see that ball get thrown out to the side as a toss, I can yell sweep in the field. Let everyone know what's going on. Because a linebacker, especially an inside linebacker, is supposed to kind of act like a field general. To an extent. Yeah, the free safety has a greater view and can sometimes call out the plays. We had that on the Pit Bulls. But on the Cobras, we had the inside linebacker doing it. But then on the second year of the Cobras, we had our DC, who was also our defensive coordinator, who was also a free safety. He wound up making all the calls. And it makes sense. The inside linebackers should be really vocal and help motivating the rest of the team. They are in the center of everything. They need to get the line, you know, the free safety and the defensive line can't really talk to each other much because they're far apart in terms of football. I'm working on, you know, getting myself physically back ready, making sure I got some of my plyos going that I can do, making sure that I have good balance on one leg in a running position on a Bosu ball. That's how I mean by good balance. But yeah, it's more than a passion, it's a lifestyle to me. And it's more than a hobby, that's what I meant. It's more than a hobby, it's a lifestyle. And a lot of people say you're giving too much. And to me, I kind of say they may not be giving enough. But everybody to each their own. Nobody's paid to do this. We all have our own, we all have contribution that we pay in. And so the customer, I guess, has control over their participation. Some people want to be silent partners. Cool. Put in your contribution, show up to games and dink around. Don't really cost us a game, but you know what I mean. Or be perfectly super involved. Be there at every practice. Be there at every game, injured or not. I mean, it sucked I wasn't at Arnhem because I was high on pain pills. So yeah, that's that. I don't have much more to say. I'm just gonna leave you guys with a wonderful look over the Ringfart Canal. I'm not blinding you with any sun. You can just see. Good weather today. It's gonna change by tomorrow for game. I will see you guys as we go. And we'll have a little bit of vlog, but mostly it'll be game film tomorrow. Maybe after talk, I'm not sure what.